This is the greatest give back in the history of the internet.
I know the names of all of your family members, including your dead mother and your daughter who turns 2 next week, and her mother who's gonna have to pay for all the birthday presents this year because you came into my live streams and you assumed, yeah, he's not gonna do anything if I call him slurs repeatedly, even though he's trying to help me. Turns out I am gonna do something. Turns out there are so many things I can do because I have all the screenshots, I have all of the recordings.
So many people are terminally online these days and so detached from reality, they forget that words and actions have consequences. There's this idea or belief that as long as you're saying something online, no matter how toxic, racist, or misogynist, that it doesn't translate to real life, which couldn't be further from the truth, but that belief emboldens a lot of people to be their worst selves online, to say horrible things or call people out of their names unprovoked, and basically act in ways that they would never do in the real world. But people are starting to face consequences for their online actions, because everyone lives their lives on social media on one platform or another, and it's become easier for people to connect the dots to who someone may be, even behind an anonymous profile, by connecting dots on other platforms. And before you know it, boom, real world consequences. And that's exactly the case here when the small black TikToker by the name of Tamo was minding his business and opening Pokemon cards as he usually did.
My favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza. It's just too cool. Like every evolution of Rayquaza is just cool. My favorite card that I own, I can answer that actually. I'm gonna cheat. It's a tie between 2 cards. The first one is Hop Station from Journey Together. Hops Station.
When he got interrupted by a racist deciding to troll him, again for no reason.
Why are you like this?
This nigger.
But he didn't crash out, he didn't become belligerent, he didn't make a bunch of TikToks going off about the situation. Instead, what Tamo did was meticulous research. He found out every single thing about that man's life, family, where he worked, where he went to church, everything. And then he exposed him in a now viral TikTok with over 38 million views.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other night, I've done a thorough background check and now I know everything about you.
And you can just imagine that man's life being in shambles. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Why is there so much racism in the Pokemon community? I just went on live, right? And I'm sitting here minding my business, just organizing some cards. And this guy joins the panel and he's like, oh, I have cards. Can you help me figure out if they're worth anything? I'm like, for sure. I pull up the website. I ask him like, okay, show me what you have. He turns on his camera. And then this is what happens next. What's on, okay. And what are the numbers at the very bottom, on the very, very bottom of the card? Right here, what do these numbers say?
It's Nigger.
Dude, are you serious?
I know I'm not plugged in with the Pokemon community, but I mean, it's Pokemon. That would be the last place you would expect to find racists. And Tamo said there's a lot of racism in the Pokemon community, so clearly this isn't the only thing he experienced. But dude starting off by spelling out the N-word is crazy.
Dude, are you serious? Why are you like this?
This nigger.
No, but seriously, but why are you like this? Listen, I've been collecting these cards for maybe like 5 months. My collection is not that big, but I love opening packs, right? I open packs on my YouTube channel. I love watching people open packs. I love opening packs with people. I like looking at everybody's collections. I love it. It's fun. But I don't bother anybody.
I think that's the most frustrating part about this situation, where you're literally in your own lane, minding your own business. It's not even like you're in a COD lobby or anything like that. You're literally just doing your own little niche passion, and racism comes to you. A troll comes in your world to be disruptive. That's gotta be super frustrating on top of what just happened. And I'm not up on Pokemon. I haven't done anything Pokemon related since probably like an old Game Boy Color game or something like that. But I like people that have different passions and different interests and pursue it openly, and it's just cool to see.
In my year of doing content, the most racism I've received has been in the Pokemon community, all right? It wasn't just this thing that happened tonight. I just want to know, what the fuck is the point? I just wanted to try a new hobby and start a little collection, right? So
experiencing the most racism you've experienced online in a Pokemon community is still just wild to me. But like I said earlier, Tamo didn't crash out. Just like how you saw him at the end of that video, kind of being frustrated and over it, is how he carried this situation until he dropped this absolute bomb, confronting not only the guy that chose to hop on his line and be racist, but trolls and racism in general.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other other night for no reason, guess what? You're gonna get kicked out of the United States Navy. You know how they tell us that we should be careful what we do on social media because there could be real life consequences? Hi, my name's Real Life Consequence.
Hi, I'm Real Life Consequences. Got to be one of the coldest lines ever.
Done a thorough background check, and now I know everything about you. I know what little town in Texas you're from. I know your name, your phone number, your email address. I've seen your disciplinary records. I know the names of all of your family members, including your dead mother, and your daughter who turns 2 next week, and her mother, who's gonna have to pay for all the birthday presents this year because you came into my live stream and saw a black man who was talking about Pokemon cards and video games, and you assumed, yeah, he's not gonna do anything if I call him slurs repeatedly, even though he's trying to help me. Turns out I am gonna do something. Turns out there are so many things I can do because I have all the screenshots, I have all of the recordings. I know that after you left my live stream, you went into someone else's and started talking about how much you love Jesus and God and the Bible. So maybe I should send that evidence to the church you go to in that little town we both know about. I know exactly which boat in the Navy you serve on, and I know the names of black sailors that serve on the same boat as you. Maybe I'll send the clips to them as well. But only after I send them to the Naval Inspector General's office because I'm getting you fired. I'm getting you kicked out of the Navy. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There is no apology I will accept. There is no excuse I will listen to. There is no money you could offer me. You're getting fired. And when you're working the graveyard shift in an Amazon warehouse and your back hurts and your feet hurt and those white bright lights are beating down on you and the teenager who still has his life ahead of him walks up to you and says, "What are you doing here?" Tell him the truth. Tell him about me.
Jesus Christ, yo, that was diabolical. Hold on, we're gonna have to give bro a round of applause. He did not take a breath. He did not waste a second. He went straight in with the facts. He deserves everybody's respect, not only for not letting it slide, but for addressing it and how he addressed it. He came with straight facts, details, and actions that's gonna make that guy face the consequences of what he said and did in real life. And those consequences that guy is gonna face if Tamo follows through with everything that he said are gonna be serious and severe, especially with the military's zero tolerance for racism when it's really exposed like this to this level of detail, not to mention possibly being ostracized by his family, friends, community, church, all that type of stuff. It could get real dark real quick. And unfortunately, that's gonna affect his family, but he should have thought about that before he hopped online being racist for no reason. But it's also karma and 100% earned. And on the other end of the spectrum, since Tamo went mega viral, his social media accounts have blown up. He's now sitting at over 360,000 followers just on TikTok. And again, with that video alone getting over 38 million views. And he actually discussed the aftermath of all this in a video of his own on YouTube a couple days ago.
Apparently, young homie likes Pokemon cards. He was having a Pokemon card live. Some cat got in that live and went N-word on him.
Went N-word, I never heard that.
See that video.
That post has 7 million likes, 30 million views.
Like, I'm so happy this guy's getting exactly what he's getting to. And be honest, if you didn't see the whole video, watch the whole video.
Y'all gonna learn to stop playing.
You
People
gonna learn
on this
today.
internet think because you behind the screen you can't be found, and you can.
That young man, he's a nerd, so I already have kinship with him. He's part of my community.
First of all, as a combat veteran, I apologize. A member of our armed services can go in there and start doing that to you.
So a week ago, I posted a video, and a lot happened since then. I want to talk about what it is like, just very briefly, to go viral and just welcome all of the new subscribers to the channel. As you heard from all of those clips, I posted a video on TikTok a week ago, and now that video has, let me look, 35 million views. Yeah, that's a lot.
38
Even
million
for
now.
TikTok, that's a lot of views. Never seen this many notifications in my life. I mean, I've gotten follows from celebrities. I've gotten likes from Marvel superheroes. Some of my favorite TikTokers and streamers, period, know what I look like now. That's really weird. One of y'all in particular, shout out to you. I fuck with you. I fuck with you heavy.
Bro is still humble and still cool. And this is what happens when the world makes the right person famous instead of an entitled asshole.
This happened so fast. I just don't know if I'm awake. Imagine if you post something and every single time you think the number is gonna stop going up, it just keeps going every time. When that video was at 36 views, I thought it was going to stop. I'm being dead serious. I was actually really convinced it was gonna stop at 18 million views. And now we're about to double that. So, I mean, I've talked to people around the world who have shared their thoughts on that and wanted to say thank you. Seen so many comments from people saying like, I had no idea who you were. but now I do. And that means so much. I was in such a good mood today, I forgot to talk about how much hate I've gotten. Yeah, actually, that's what happens when you go viral. You get the most extreme love and support and the most extreme, utter hatred at the same time. It is an emotional roller coaster, bro. Like literally, I'll be scrolling through my message requests and it'll just be like, yay, bad, yay, mean. Past 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. In a couple minutes, we're gonna pass 30,000 followers on Instagram. And we are at 300,000 on TikTok. Here's the thing, if TikTok gets banned again, I'm gonna have to post one of those like goodbye videos. Yeah, I've already started thinking of what mine is gonna sound like. Oh, I'm in the news. I was on Complex. I was on Atlanta Blacks. All the good and bad that's come from this situation. A lot comes with that much attention. So it's good to have people around me that have helped keep things in context. This is the platform I wanna grow the most. This is the hardest platform to grow by far. But everybody that's joined the channel has helped me absolutely fly past my goals for the year. I mean, that shit is fucking... I thought it was gonna take another full year and probably some more to get to where I am now. That's how hard it is to grow a YouTube channel. So yeah, man, I feel lucky as hell to have the subscribers that I have. I'm excited to just get back to work and continue posting.
Congrats again to Tamo again for addressing the hate, for addressing the racism, not letting it slide, and then good things happening for him after that. I think that's dope. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.